Hi, it's Helen with the Better Half blog. Thank you for joining me. This week, I thought we'd have fun looking at all the different Hobonichis that I am using throughout the year, from my functional planning method to budgeting to memory keeping, as well as my self-time, peaceful time journaling. I hope you enjoy these series of videos throughout the week, and if you have any questions, please comment down below in each individual video, and I will be glad to do each individual booklet in more in-depth details if you'd like. Enjoy! Next is my Hobonichi Week's Cousin. Now, this is not an effect version. This is an actual full version. And how I've been using this is for my memory keep. So this is kind of like our family photo album, memory book, whatever you want to call it, but this will stay with us on our shelves for a few years. So in the front, I have my family back in 2017. This is when we moved to Arizona, and we were welcomed by this church that we currently still go to on the first week we moved here. And so that photo is pretty precious to us because our kids were smaller, you know, they're shorter and cuter. Although they're still cute, they're a little bit different. Like this one's going to college this year. This one's driving this year. He's getting his driver's license. This one's in junior high, and this one's going into middle school this year. And so this is really exciting to see the different changes. Now on this spread, I basically captured in blue all the days that my husband was gone on travel. And so, like I said, he's here half the time. I literally mean it. Like he's here even through the pandemic. There was a lot of travel. Like these 2 months we were shut down, like 2.5 months. So he did a lot of the greens, which is a lot of the online webinars, seminars, and things where he teaches online. And so we just been really busy, especially my husband, and every lecture he does and things like that, I do support him with the keynotes and different things. So that's how I've been using it. Now this is, I think Lindsay Scribbles calls this section Calendex, and so that's how I've been using that. And nothing really out of the ordinary. I'm just using it. I haven't done the highlight coding, color coding on these yet, but I think it's a great idea what she does. So hopefully I can organize myself to the point of like, these are recipes. So recipes maybe a different color versus my thoughts or my research versus just journaling or lists. Maybe I'll have different colors. So that's how I see myself using this throughout the year. And my monthly spread, very simply put, first month, I was just trying to see where I go. So again, I was doing some highlights and I was like, wait, I'm doing highlights in both, you know, this and this. And I was like, no, I got to stop doing redundant stuff. So I then started capturing my food because I cook. If you follow me on Instagram, stories especially, I do cook every single day at home, some type of a meal. And my meals are very simple meals, right? So I have 7 people in this family to feed every day. And so I try to make it really simple. And so I use a lot of Instant Pot and easy stuff. So I cook a lot of Korean food, and that you'll see that kind of reflected. So I had fun doing that kind of doodling style, and so I continued to do that in January. So every day I'm listing out what I cooked, or maybe if we brought in food, you know, from takeout, then, you know, I'll write the restaurant and what we ate. So that's what I have going on here. It's really exciting to see, kind of look back. And I think throughout the year, if I'm kind of running out of ideas for meal planning, I'll come back to this page 2 different months to see, oh, I could cook that, right? And just kind of remember my recipe behind that. So that's how I've been using that. My weekly pages, these are fun. So the first week that Hobonichi Cousin gives us, I was kind of all over the place. So I was testing things out. I was trying to see what I wanted to do with these weekly pages. And so on the following week, I think I kind of got it. So I started journaling a little bit just about things that happened that I want to remember, or maybe as my family reads it later on, it'll be kind of fun to just read those type of things. And then on the following week, I did the same thing, a lot more cleaning on this week, obviously, and routines being set in our lives here at home. And so that was exciting to kind of jot down, and it was a very productive week. And this week, and this is typically how I do it, I just go back to it because on my catch-all planner, you'll see under my reflection section down here, I typically always have listed in my bullet points what happens throughout the day. And so I go back on the weekend as I have time to do this. I just go back and I start jotting down, oh, this happened. And if I didn't capture something in here, I'll just kind of remember it and come back to here. And so I just use multiple planners and journals that I use on a daily basis to come to this page and kind of remember and jot down and sticker and just be a kid and just doodle whatever I want to do here. And on these daily pages, these have been real fun. I just kind of flip through them real quick for you. So I do article clipping, thoughts, journaling. Article, again, I read, and sometimes I see great recipes. Like this one I got from the Costco magazine, which I never open. And I just started opening magazines now because I have this. So I thought that was kind of different of me. So another beautiful, and I've tried all of these, by the way, and they're really good. And sometimes I clip money. So that was a euro that I actually clipped. Some things that I think I would love to continually clip in here would be things that will be very different next year or come 5 years from now, to be able to look at this and go, oh my gosh, we're at, I don't know, 13G and we were at 5G and we thought it was so amazing and look at us now kind of thing. So I thought it would be fun to come back to that. More of this recipe, Christmas, and I'm just literally picking these out, putting it into my Canva and just printing it on sticker paper 8x11 and just cutting it myself. I don't even have the patience to do the silhouette because I'm sure some of you guys do the cutting with silhouette because you're so good at it. I'm not there yet. So hopefully I'll get there so I don't have to literally cut it with my cutter. Sometimes I just write a topic that I want to do some research and do some writing on, and I will do that at one point. My YouTube channel, I just kind of jot down my ideas and why I posted these different types of videos. And my goal planning for 2021, it was a very exciting event for our whole family, actually, because our whole family ended up doing some of this goal planning. And so I journaled about that here. My daughter is going to college, and so mommy's little prayer of thinking of this child who was a baby a few years back. And then some more journaling, some other thoughts that I had about what happened during this week. Doesn't have to be necessarily on this day. So I don't really pay attention to the dates. I'm just journaling when I can. And so that way it gives me kind of an okay pass to not be perfect in here. And so I have a ton of pages to journal and catch up on, and I love that. So this weekend I'll probably work on these pages, and that's how I'm using this.